Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't, really been tapping in with the Iceman, with Labry lately. So, they're telling me Iceman apparently is getting delayed. All the news is Iceman is delayed. We got Freaky Demics coming out talking about it's delayed, it's pushed back. So I had to figure out what's going on with Bird, the Iceman. So we got the number one Drake stan page, hip hop fanatic. I'm playing. Actually, the opposite. He just did a video how Drake just officially canceled an entire new album and is broke. I don't know about all that. Let's get right into it. Prepare yourself for some epic rants. Let's go.
Now, when it comes to Drake, I don't think I have ever made.
He's gotten to the point of parody with this nigga with his hate for Drake. Now, when it comes to Drake, this nigga's so mad. Shout out, it's been a while since we tapped in.
A video.
Now, this is a 31-minute video, so I'm just going to get the what happened story out, and then I'm going to send y'all all over there. Go watch his video and get the rest of it, because it'd be hilarious.
In my life that the stans are going to hate more. So before we go any further into this, if you don't like Drake, leave a like. And if you are happy Iceman is getting cooked, clipped up, and canceled, leave a like. And
Drake put me in the paperwork. I don't hate Drake nowhere near. God damn.
If you are ready to see how the stans are about to be more upset than ever and the spiraling has already started, also go ahead and leave a like. And well, right now, even worse than what we have been talking about before this, when it comes to Drake's Iceman album and rollout, I got news for you. And for some of you, this may make you even happier than I am. So really, just brace yourselves for this. Be ready. But I can confirm 100% that right now, it's over. Iceman has really melted. The album is canceled and it is pushed back to a date that does not exist, which now with this, while we are...
Okay, so that's interesting. I'm going to have to definitely hear how all that's going on. I haven't been tapping in with Big Academics for a while either, so I had to figure out what exactly is going on here. So, wow. Is this true? This is like one of those movies where it goes, no, it's not canceled, it's just delayed indefinitely. So let's see.
Many have speculated on this, and it looks like it has been going this way. We really do know 110% for sure that Drake does not have any plans for the album's release, and can confirm this, because not just has Drake done nothing new musically for quite a while now, we definitely did not get new Drake music last week, but for our insider sources who have been letting us know all the biggest music news and drops that have been coming this entire year, moment by moment, they also went ahead and let us know after they were the ones who got word and plans that Drake was getting ready to drop and continue the rollout last week in the first place, that all of that was scrapped. It was no longer going to happen anymore, and instead...
Drake delayed 1,000% confirmed in our source, including to Insider Hub with the picture of Young Sosa. I don't know how reliable they are, but this is what I'm reading. You guys were supposed to get something a couple days ago that has since been delayed. We'll wear the first L with pride due to delay any dang. Okay.
Drake went ghost, and well, they put out these following statements, which let's just take a read at. Iceman is now being finished for the 4th time. No information on episode 4 or a release date as of now. Updates will roll in as we receive. And
the 4th version of the album? This is literally just like movies. Isn't this just, if you paid attention to Marvel, this is just like what they did with the Captain America and the Hulk, the with Sam Wilson, they changed it so much. And usually when you scrap an album 4 times, that's not a good sign. Now, like I said, I don't know who this person is, but apparently there's been he ain't the only person that said this. They aren't the only person that said this.
And then it also said, Drake delayed, 1,000% confident in our source. You guys were supposed to get something a couple of days ago. That has since been delayed. And with that, I always love anything related to Drake and his failure, specifically when it involves the one thing that these people apparently are all fans of in music, because with something like this, while the loser Drake stans are now trying to say that this guy is a liar and he set up Drake, and they have been fighting with him non-stop despite him having an almost 100% right track record on every single thing they have predicted since the start of this very fun year in hip-hop. Okay. Well, of course, you know the Drake way. If you don't support Drake or make him look flattering, you are wrong, crazy, and delusional. And I mean, when we go back and remember the sentiments and ideas that other people like DJ Academic said in terms of the amount of times that Drake worked on different versions, ideas, and iterations of Iceman.
So according to him, there's been 3 iterations of this album already, which goes back to my thing where I said, The leaks, I do not believe were leaks. I believe they're testers, just like Drake did during the battle with the Kendrick disses. I don't think he's getting the reaction that he's wanting, so he keeps scrapping it and changing it. And I've said this a million times. I don't think Drake knows what people want to hear from him. I don't. Not in the least bit. I think Sexy Songs for You was not a win for him. I think it confused him even more because he don't know what to do at this point. I guarantee you there's been like an international album he made with 17 different accents. Scrap that. I guarantee you there was the party oh, girls don't like lyrics, so we're gonna be really stupid album where he was trying to be like a certified lover boy. Scrap that. And I bet you there's an introspective, let me attempt to try to maybe like Kendrick this a little bit, and that got scrapped too. That might be the three. That's just my speculations, but I'm telling you right now, and this I think is all result of Drake not going away and having people miss him. Drake getting kicked out of the party or not wanting to look like he got kicked out of the party. So it was like Drake got embarrassed at a party, like somebody came and threw the punch bowl at him, and instead of going home and showering and cleaning himself up and then coming back when he cleaned, nigga just stayed at the party trying to act like it wouldn't affect him, all sticky. Nigga had napkins and all kind of lint stuck to him, and he was talking. So it really didn't affect me if you think about it. That's what. Goddamn, nigga, you smell like old syrup, nigga. Go home. I think that's what happened. And then now it's just like.
And this is now giving me confirmation to what I was.
I also don't know. I'm not saying every album he scrapped was the wackest thing ever. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying he's not confident. And I think it's because I don't think people. Also, had he not dropped Sexy Songs for You, I don't understand what the plan of that was. He would have had the I'm back element. But he's not gonna. They're trying to do the I'm back element. It's not gonna work, Drake, because you didn't go anywhere. Iceman's not even your triumphant return. I see that you guys are trying to angle it like that. It's not, nigga. You have not left. Believe it or not, you could try to act like it wasn't. Sexy Songs for You was your triumphant return, bro. That's why I don't understand why he dropped it. You think that the fans and the people, not even the fans, you think the entire culture looks at that like the way you look at the industry? No, because we registered this as a collab album, so technically it's... No, nigga, you dropped new music after the battle. We saw it, so you have burnt the climax. There's no climax of you coming back now. You burnt it.
Saying based on that, which is that Iceman is now in its fourth stage.
And you've been promoting Iceman for so long and talking about it. Niggas are damn near sick of, like... There's no mystique to it. It's not like a GNX. It's just, oh, this is like the most telegraphed. You've been telegraphing this punch for like a year and a half. Nigga.
And its fourth version, punch, which I guess is telling us that Drake has now spent more time on this piece of musical slop than he ever has. Because never before have we seen Drake take enough time to make not one, not two, not three, but 4 versions of a single album. And while for most artists, if they were taking this long and they were at this level and they had the history that they do in terms of name recognition, on a certain level of an auteur, you would believe that they are making their best album ever, they are making a masterpiece, and they are doing something incredibly significant. For Drake, as usually...
No, not if it took you this long to make one album, I could look at that. No, you've made 3. They're saying you made 3 to 4 albums in this process, so no. But if you think about it, if he's recorded 3 to 4 albums of material in this time, he's really not even taking his time. He's actually kind of regurgitating it. In this amount of time to record 3 albums, you're kind of just regurgitating. Like, you're actually not taking time at all.
He just throws together whatever batch of 20 songs sound the trendiest and calls it an album and puts out that piece of slop for everybody to listen to. With Drake pushing and pulling back everything again, this is a sign of just having the utmost lack of confidence in what you are doing. It's really revealing so much, which now on that note, it's time for the uncomfortable part if you like Drake. And so what I will say is that if you haven't already, leave a like because the stands are about to be mad if they are still sitting around because everything only gets more weird and more embarrassing for the fate of the Iceman world.
I also think Drake did an extra like Drake did all the worst moves you could possibly do post-battle. I also think that the people that he used as his PR for this album was the worst people he could use. Like, Drake used the most culturally unliked people at the moment and people who are just nobody thinks is cool. You gotta think the biggest people who have been pushing this album is like Aiden Ross and DJ Academics Mall. That's your PR team? That's negative PR. There are people who might have been interested in your shit. But those people got so much weird baggage that when they hear from that person, like a person who lost his Twitch for talking nasty to a 15-year-old boy, there's gonna be niggas who go, that's your team? I'm Gucci, nigga. Nothing of your people, of these people who came out, make your shit look any cooler. Nobody here is a cultural tastemaker. Nobody here is somebody that people go, okay, that word means something. Nobody. And you gotta just be real with yourself. They've cast that in a long time ago to do the troll, rage baiting, click thing. Like, so.
Because remember when we talked about Drake?
You've now attached your baggage to Aiden Ross's baggage, so that whole Doechii situation, the whole Trump shit, that's on you. You attach yourself to academics, so all the weirdo things he's been going through, that's on you now. You know what I mean? So I don't get it. On top of your
getting hacked and not being able to put out Iceman because leakers got a hold of it and they were trying to extort Drake in exchange for them to not keep dropping music from it. Well, I'm not going to drag this one out. That was a lie. And not a total lie. I guess I can say that to give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. But what's happening here is that Drake and his crew are trying to pull a my dog ate my homework situation on us. There is no way at this point that academics would tell us this story, hype up the drama, and make it sound like Drake is furious over this battle that he is in with leakers. And then think about this for a second. First off, academics is the guy who previewed half of the leaks. So academics is not this hacker who is in this extortion standoff with Drake. And then think about the other leaks that surfaced on the internet. While there is a decent amount of them, they sounded pretty bland, derivative, and uninspired, even to the point where you could say that some of them were probably in the demo phase. And so between the actual quality and content of the songs, and then just with the fact that with everything that's leaked, there's nowhere near enough of them in terms of the quantity to delay and ruin an entire album, especially when the word that is going around right now is, well, you're not gonna like this, that Iceman is gonna be a very, very long musical body of work, maybe even a double disc. Overall,
yeah, I mean, I could see that with how much material is recorded.
When you check into reality and
that's going to help the stream trolling. It's going to help the numbers.
See what actually was happening.
Because one thing Drake cannot, and I know there's another reason he's scrapping, one thing Drake cannot afford is for Iceman to even have the reception the Sexy Songs for You had. It has to be a home run. It has to be. Like, he's in a position he's never been in before, and a lot of people aren't, where it's like, my dog, if Iceman ain't damn near have the effect of like Best I Ever Had, nigga, like Hotline Bling, it's gonna, like, you Euro stepped the car crash in Sexy Songs for You because you could blame it on Party. That's basically what y'all niggas did. Nah, it's Party's fault that it didn't. So if this, you can't even have like a decent album. This album can't even be as good as your last three. It's got to be better because everybody says your last three have not been, even your fans.
See the situation at hand, but then see the way Drake pushed this back and the narratives they are trying to feed us. This is an excuse. This is a lie, and this is a game. Which, I mean, the fact that the supposed king of the genre, or the person who people think is on top or is one of the best of all time, has to literally lie like he is trying to get out of doing a group project to not commit to his own word is what he has to do and are the steps he needs to take. This guy is so pathetic. It's insane that we have let him in.
Tell me how you really feel.
This genre for so long. It's genuinely ludicrous. And honestly, with all of these games for Drake, that's just it. These are games and ways to try and push back and ultimately cover up for Drake what he knows is the inevitable, which is going to be him having to release the most important project of his career.
Oh, literally exactly what I'm saying.
Where, and this is the...
Quite possibly, I've never seen somebody who his ninth album is literally more important than his first album. You're gonna have to this album's gonna have to restart up Drake like his first album did. Like, that's why I said this gotta be like Best I Ever Had, Hotline Bling type shit. You feel me? Almost not even Hotline Bling. It's gotta be like, cause when Drake came, he helped usher in the singing era of rap. He helped change the sound. Brother, you gotta do a lot. Cause if this album ain't it, wowzers.
Concerning part that he clearly does not have confidence in and probably thinks this thing is a failure, which is really concerning, as after all of the time you have taken, if you can't even come up with a few songs that you are proud of, what are we even doing here? With us knowing that Drake is actively trying to find ways to get out of releasing Iceman and to keep giving himself more and more time.
I'm going to stop it right there. Basically, he covered everything I needed to hear. Iceman's getting delayed. Those leaks were, there's been multiple versions of the album. And I got what I need, my confirmation where I just do not believe Drake is confident. I think Drake needs therapy before he drops another album. So It is what it is. Iceman getting delayed. Not looking good for Drake, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Kendrick, this is your fault. You put a generational curse on this man.